Hello students and welcome to my channel MK Tutorials. Last lecture we learned about animal husbandry and introduction. Today in this class we will study about the further farm management departments available in animal husbandry. So just a quick revision about animal husbandry. We learned that animal husbandry is the biology of breeding, caring of the livestock. Yes, so what was exactly the livestock? What was exactly the breeding? We saw in the last lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see how this farm management is going to help human for its benefit. The first is dairy farm. Now, what is the first thing you can imagine in front of you when you hear the word dairy? Milk? Yes, obviously milk. So in this lecture we will talk about how the dairy farm works for the beneficial of the human. So basically this dairy farm deals with the management of milk and the milk production for the human consumption. So the dairy farming or the dairy farming management, it is comprising of, or it is covering the management of the milk and the milk product for the human consumption. Now what milk production, what is milk product? The thing which are processed by the milk, like we have curd, we have cheese, yes, we have paneer, we have ghee, and lots of other milk product. So the raw material, the first thing is milk, and then later by too many other processing things we are obtaining the milk product, correct? And also it covers the production, processing and distribution of. Yes, so dairy farming includes the milk production, the milk processing and the distribution of milk. Say milk is really very valuable foodstuff and it is consumed by all. So since it is consumed by all, it is essential that whatever milk we are getting, that milk should be of good and superior quality. Agreed. Now for the milk to be of good and superior quality, it is essential that the breed or the animal from which we are getting that milk, that animal should also be of good quality, that is good breed. If we are having good breed, then only we are going to get good yield. So अगर अपना काउ बफेलो एनिमल ही अच्छे ब्रीड का होगा, बहुत अच्छा हट्टा कट्टा हेल्दी होगा, तब जाके हमें अच्छा प्रोडक्शन मिलेगा, अच्छा प्रोडक्शन रहेगा, अच्छा दूध मिलेगा, और अच्छा दूध मिलेगा तो अच्छी आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी रहेगी, प्रोसेसिंग रहेगी, एंड देन देयर विल बी अ गुड मार्केटिंग एज वेल एज द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. Yes, so now this yield, it depends upon the quality of the breed. If your breed is of good quality, you're definitely going to get the good yield, and if there is a good yield, there is good production of milk. And as well as with the quality of the breed, we also need a good immunity of that breed. That is, it should be a disease resistant breed. It should not get easily harmed by any of the pathogens. So along with the good quality, there should be one more quality, that it should be a disease resistant. Now let us see what are those good breeds. So in India, the milk is mostly obtained from cows and buffaloes. Yes, so first we'll talk about the cows. Now in this chapter I am telling you, for entire different farm management, you are supposed to remember some specific names of the animals, and please do not skip those names, because those names are the objective questions. Yes, there are high chances of getting this name into multiple choice questions or into answer in one sentence. So please do not skip those. I'll tell you the tricks of remembering. Okay. So in India, the milk is mostly obtained from cows and buffaloes. Now we are supposed to see what are the good breeds of the cows which can give you good yield. And if you are having a good yield, you are having a good production of milk. So for specific cow, we are having some Indian breed and some exotic breed. Exotic meaning foreign, that is out of India. Okay, so total breed we are having 6, that is 3 Indian breed and 3 exotic breed. So total cow breeds we are having is 6, 3 are Indian and 3 are exotic. So how to remember the Indian breeds as well as the exotic breed? SSG. The first name of the Indian cow is Sahiwal, Sindhi, Gir. Sahiwal, Sindhi and Gir. The other 3 exotic breeds are Jersey, Brown Swiss, Holstein. So these are the good breeds which are going to give you a good milk production. So let us memorize it first. So we are having 6 breeds of cow which are going to give you good yield, good milk production, out of which 3 are Indian, 3 are exotic. The Indian are Sahiwal, Sindhi, Gir, and exotic are Jersey, Brown Swiss, Holstein. So for example, in multiple choice question you might get the question like dash is a exotic breed of cow. So now you are aware there are 3 options. So if you get option as in Sahiwal, Sindhi, Gir and Holstein, so what will be the answer? Holstein. Yes, so that's why it is important to remember this name. Now these are the 6 breeds of cow which are going to give you good yield. Now let us talk about buffaloes. So in case of buffalo, we are not having exotic breed. Here also we are having 6 breeds only, but those are all Indian breeds we are having. Now how to remember them? So I'll write it J M M N N S. Right, so these are the 3 initials of those 6 breed. I'll write the name. The first is Jafar Baddi. It is Jafar Baddi. Then MM. First M is Mehsana. Next is Muraha. N is for Nagpuri. Another is Nili, and S for Surati. Okay, so these are 6 Indian breeds of buffalo for good yield of the milk production. Let us memorize it again. Jafarabadi, Mehsana, Muraha, Nagpuri, Nili, Surati. So these are repeating. So what we'll do, we'll start with J, JMMNNS. Jafarabadi, Mehsana, Muraha, Nagpuri, Nili, Surati. I hope this is clear. So pictures of those breeds, you can see them below. So there are pictures of cow breeds, Indian as well as exotic, and there are another pictures of the Indian buffalo breeds. You can watch them below. So we talked about the good quality of food as well as the quantity of the food. The quality and the quantity of the food really matters a lot to give a good output. Now after the food, the next thing to pay attention is their cleanliness and hygiene. Now the place where just for imagination, okay, so the place where these animals are kept, yeah, so there are some animals, okay, I'll not draw it as a good yield you need a good breed. For good breed you need to give a good food, and along with the good food it is really important to keep the cleanliness and hygiene of that place where that animal is kept. It is not only for the animal but it is also for the one who is handling those animals. So obviously the one who is taking the milk, one who is milking the milk from those animals, that human should also be clean and hygiene. There are chances that if the person who is milking, he might be infected or he might be suffering from some disease and he's going to do the milking job, there are chances he might infect the breed also. So the cleanliness and hygiene of the handler as well as the breed and that place is important. So handler as well as the breed or the cattle is important. Initially, now we have advanced a lot, but initially what used to happen, I'll show you in picture. The milking was manually, like people used to do it manually for the milking, and there were high chances that if the person was contaminated, if the person was suffering from some disease, there were chances that milk might get contaminated because of the pathogens which might get transferred from that person, from that handler to the breed. But now within advanced technology we have advanced so much that now we are using machinery for milking and there is no manual use. You can watch them below. I'm showing you in the pics. So once the milking is done, milking means to take the milk from the animal. Once the milking is done, it needs to be stored, that is storage, and after storage it needs to be transported. So for all this we are having good machineries and we are using everything in machineries. There is no manual work we are having. Milking is machinery. Storage as in there are some different compartments you will have, that will be some manual work, but that too we are having with good quality of infrastructure, and transportation, that is also taken care of. So if we are having good machineries, what is happening, it is reducing the chances of the contamination. Contamination as in if there is no direct contact, if there is no direct contact between the handler and the breed, there is no chance that the pathogens or the microorganisms or some bacteria from the handler might go into the breed, or some vice versa. Yes, so therefore it is important to take care of. And along with this cleanliness, it is also important that the shade where the animal is kept, it should be cleaned, it should be spacious with water, light, and all the adequate facilities should be provided. Agreed? So after cleanliness and hygiene, we looked after them, we took care of them, we maintain all the hygienic condition. It is also important to do their routine health checkup. So health checkup is really compulsory, it is mandatory. Two, there should be always a 3-month, 6-month health checkup happening of the breed of the animal by a vet doctor, that is your veterinary doctor, to diagnose if there is some health issue, if there is some health problem, or if there is required of some vaccination or not. So there should be a routine health checkup just to take care of the animal. After health, the last point is the benefits. Now, how this dairy farm is going to benefit the human? So the first benefit we are getting from this milk or the dairy farm is we are getting milk. Very utmost thing is we are getting milk. Second, we are getting the milk products. we know what are the milk products: cheese, paneer, ghee, butter, etc. So we are getting good quality, superior quality of milk. We are getting the milk product. Then along with milk and milk product, the extra income which we are getting apart from this is from the cow dung, that is the excreta of those animal. We are getting manure, we are getting gobar gas, fuel. So these are the extra income benefits which we are getting from cow and buffaloes, that is our animals. सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम वो हमें दूध तो दे रही है, दूध के साथ दूध के प्रोडक्ट्स, मिल्क, अलग अलग मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स भी दे रही है, और उसके अलावा भी उनके काउडंग भी, गोबर गैस एंड ऑल हमें बहुत बेनिफिट के हैं जो ह्यूमन प्रॉफिट देते हैं. यस, सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर डेयरी फार्मिंग. आई होप इट इज़ क्लियर एंड अंडरस्टूड बाय एवरीवन. लेट अस रिवाइज इट वंस अगेन. ज़्यादा कुछ याद नहीं रखना है. फर्स्ट हमने क्या देखा कि व्हाट इज़ डेयरी फार्मिंग. उसमें हमने क्या पढ़ा? डेयरी फार्मिंग इज विच इज़ कवरिंग द मिल्क एंड मिल्क प्रोडक्शन, मैन्युफैक्चर, देयर इज़ अ मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मिल्क एंड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स इंक्लूडिंग द प्रोसेसिंग, distribution and marketing. That's what about the dairy farming. For good quality of milk we need good quality of bread, and for good bread we need good food. So before that we'll talk about the good breeds. So we had breeds of cow and buffalo, out of which there are 6 and 6. After breeds we learned about, to get the good quality of milk it is important to give them good food, that is in a form of a fodder which is called as silage, and this silage is made up of legumes, grasses, maize, jowar, and this is given along with the vitamins, salts, minerals, etc. After giving them good food we looked after them, their cleanliness and hygiene. After their cleanliness and hygiene we looked about their health, and the last was the benefit. Only these 6 points and you are done with the dairy farming. I hope I made it easy and crystal clear. If there are any doubts regarding this, please write down in the comment box, and if you like my lecture and video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.